5.8 million gallon killer whale habitat. In today's presentation, we'll be sharing with you some of the fascinating things that we've learned about killer whales. You'll also have the opportunity to learn about how we train and take care of these incredible animals. The Shamu came to SeaWorld nearly 50 years ago. And in that time, our entire killer whale family continues to be the inspiration behind SeaWorld's mission to celebrate, connect with, and care for the natural world. With their distinctive black and white coloration and distribution throughout the world's oceans, killer whales are one of the most recognizable animals in the sea. It is now my privilege to introduce you to one of our Shamu trainers, Mike.
Well, thank you very much, James. How's everybody doing out there? All right. Well, we are continually inspired by these beautiful and amazing animals. Once again, my name is Mike. I've been here at SeaWorld for about 10 years, and I've worked with many different species, from dolphins to sea lions, seals, otters, walruses, and of course the killer whales you guys see right here in front of you. Shamu Stadium is home to 11 killer whales, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to 3 of our females. Right over there along the other side, that is Kalia. Her daughter Amaya is right here in front of you guys. And Shouka over here to your right-hand side. She is a 23-year-old female. She was born in France. And she's arguably one of our highest jumpers and definitely our most vulnerable. She is a very, very fun whale. And we have 11 killer whales here at Shamu Stadium, 5 males and 6 females. They range in age from Amaya, who is 22 months old, all the way up to Porky, who is 52 years old. And Amaya, she's 11 feet long, and her dad, Ulysses, who weighs almost 10,000 pounds, he is 21 feet long. Now, as the whales are swimming by you guys past the glass, you're going to see different coloration. They're going to be half black, half white. That is called disruptive coloration. It's a type of camouflage that they use, and it helps them hide themselves from their prey. You guys are going to see that disruptive coloration as the whales are swimming past you along the glass. Now that's going to disguise themselves from their prey. You're not going to be able to tell just how big or how many animals are in the water. Now if you guys see them pass you, take a good look at them. Has anyone ever seen a killer whale out in the ocean? Yeah, not very many. We are very lucky here at SeaWorld San Diego to be able to research them and study them right here at SeaWorld. Now they have a very tall appendage on top of their body that is called their dorsal fin. You guys are going to see that as they swim past you. That is there to stabilize them while they are swimming in the water. Now arguably the most popular question we get here at SeaWorld, the most asked question is, why do some dorsal fins curve? Well, dorsal fins come in all shapes and sizes. Some are curved and some are not. Some are very tall and some are short. There are no bones or muscles inside the dorsal fins. So they're made completely out of connective tissue, and sometimes that connective tissue can curve over. In fact, it's one of the many ways that scientists and researchers can identify killer whales from one another, is by their dorsal fin. They are that different from each other. Now you guys are also going to see 2 very large appendages on either side of their body. Those are called their pectoral flippers. Everybody put your hands up just like this. All right, give everybody a wave. Move those arms. Perfect. You guys know how you're able to do that? You have bones and muscles inside your arms, just like the killer whales do. They have a very similar bone structure in their pectoral flippers as we do in our arms, including the shoulder bone and even 5 little digits in there. And they're going to use those pectoral flippers to help steer and stop themselves while they are swimming around. Now you're also going to notice the white eye patches on the side of their body. Those are not actually their eyes. Their eyes are located just in front of the eye patch at the corners of their mouths. Now, however, some scientists and researchers do think that they use their eye patches to communicate with each other while they are collaborating on a hunt. Now they can swim very fast. Killer whales are some of the most fastest animals in the sea. They have very powerful tail flukes in the back, and they use those in an up and down thrusting motion, and they can swim up to 30 miles an hour. Check it out.
There we go. So Killer whales are found in every ocean of the world, but there are at least 10 different ecotypes or forms of killer whales found in the world's oceans. Now, all killer whales are considered members of a single species, or sign as orca, but ecotypes vary in size and other physical characteristics, as well as diet, pod size, and hunting strategies. Some killer whale pods will work together to herd a school of fish into a tight ball close to the surface, and then use their powerful tail flukes to stun their prey. Some killer whale pods have been known to wash seals off of ice floes. They'll swim together and then dive below the ice floe at the last second, creating a powerful wave that pushes their prey into the water. Killer whales have even been known to slide up out of the water onto beaches and sandbars to hunt for seals and sea lions. The combination of physical adaptations and cooperative behavior, or teamwork, make killer whales a formidable hunter in the sea. Inside of a killer whale's mouth, over 40 interlocking cone-shaped teeth used for grasping their food and swallowing it whole. Here at SeaWorld, each one of our individual killer whales eats between 100 and 200 pounds of restaurant-quality fish each and every day. But it takes more than an excellent diet to keep an animal healthy. We've been taking care of killer whales for almost 50 years. We've learned a lot, including what sort of daily care keeps them in the best health. Preventative care is a key component. How many of you have ever been to the doctor before? Now, when you go to the doctor will examine you to make sure you're good and healthy. The same sort of examination happens here at SeaWorld with our animals each and every day. The same training techniques used with the big, impressive behaviors that you see in the shows are also used to teach our animals how to calmly accept routine medical procedures. This is called husbandry training.
Animal training techniques help veterinarians and trainers perform medical examinations more easily. Training the animals to do husbandry behaviors allows us to gather medical history information, helping us to provide top-quality animal care. An important component is to train all our animals to calmly accept routine medical procedures, like taking measurements and weights. Routine measurements allow us to determine actual growth rates for an animal, information that is nearly impossible to obtain in the wild. The whales also exhale on cue, and from that we can get blowhole samples to be cultured. We're also able to examine the whale's teeth and perform dental work if needed. Because of successful training techniques, the whales even give us a urine sample when signaled to do so. And we can calmly take blood samples from the tail flukes, since the veins are so close to the surface of the skin and easy to see. Delicate procedures also are possible, such as taking x-rays and obtaining sonogram data. By routinely conducting husbandry procedures, we can establish healthy baseline data for each animal, and then we can use the baseline data to more easily diagnose and treat illnesses. Plus, we can share this information with other professionals involved in caring for the same species, as we all strive towards the same mission of protecting and preserving these amazing animals.
Now here's Mike to show you a little bit more of what it takes to take care of a killer whale.
All right, thank you, James. Now, you guys, as the video showed you, sometimes we can take blood samples from the whales via their tail flukes. Now, you guys can see right over here, we've got Kalia and Amaya. Again, this is mom and daughter. Now, you can see their tail flukes. Katie has asked them to roll over and present them for us. Like the video said, there's a very thin layer of skin and a very thick vein right here. So you can see this takes a lot of trust. This is a voluntary behavior. And Katie is just basically approximating this behavior, The vets can come out and actually draw blood from their tail flukes, take it back to the lab and spin it down and make sure that the whales are nice and healthy. Now again, this takes a lot of trust. They don't have to be here if they don't want to. And they just did a great job. Everybody give it up for the baby and her mama. Very nice.
We've learned a lot about killer whales by caring for them here at SeaWorld and by collaborating with scientists on research studies. More remains to be discovered and understood. by learning more about the whales here can lead to better care and understanding, not only animals in the park, but also out in the wild. Over 12 years of research has gone on right here at Shamu Stadium on killer whale vocal development. These pools are equipped with a series of underwater microphones called hydrophones. Using these hydrophones allows us to listen in on what sounds the animals are making and localize which animals are making the call. Through this research, we found that killer whale vocal development is very similar to that of human language development. Whale calves start by making cries. They then move on to babbling, and eventually start to imitate the adults.
All right, we've been lucky enough here at SeaWorld to train some of these vocalizations that you guys hear underwater, out of the water. So let's listen to a few vocalizations. And of course, everyone's favorite. Good job.
So we've learned how the whales can communicate with each other, and how do we communicate with them? Training animals is a long process, and it involves many different steps. An important part of training is just spending time with an animal every day. How many of you like to spend time with your friends? Yeah, when you spend time with your friends, you get to know them better. You build your relationship. Our trainers build a relationship with the animals through a variety of sessions, which are interesting, stimulating, and a lot of fun. So here's Mike to show you a little behind-the-scenes look at how we build a relationship with a killer whale.
All right, thank you, James. Now, you guys are in for a treat. You guys are going to see an actual training session that a lot of our park guests don't really get to see. So, we're going to train Shouka, right, Candace? Is Shouka or Kalia? Oh, all three. We're doing all three whales are going to be doing a behavior called a hammock in the center of the pool. So they're basically going to go out to the center of the pool, and they're going to lay their ventral sides up. So it's kind of like they're relaxing in a hammock. Now, the tone that you guys are going to hear is actually going to be an auditory tone. Did you guys just hear that tone right there? Kind of sounded like a forklift. So what the whales are going to do is they're going to go underneath the water, bring their heads up, and you guys should get to see their ventral side right now. Perfect job. All right, you probably heard that other tone. That tells the whales that they did a great job. Our whistles and the underwater tones pretty much tell the whales, yes, you've done the correct things, come back for some type of reinforcement. Now listen to that tone. All right, looks like the two big girls got it. Babies still struggle a little bit, that's okay. Learning is very difficult and sometimes it can be challenging. But it looks like the two big girls have it right now. And listen for that tone, there it was. Very nice job, girls. That was Shouka, Kalia, and Amaya, everybody. Let's give them a nice big hand. Wait, James, we're going to do one more. All right, we got one more. We're going to try to get the baby. So everyone cross your fingers, put out all those good vibes, that Amaya gets this one. Let's see if she's going to follow her mom. Go, baby, go. All you parents know what's going on. All right, well, that's okay. The two big girls still got it. Amaya, she's still learning. She'll get another opportunity in a little bit. And that's perfectly fine. If the whales choose to not do something or they get something wrong, that's totally okay. You guys can see Katie is still giving Amaya a lot of great energy, a lot of positivity, and that's something that we really stress here at SeaWorld is positive reinforcement. Just because she didn't want to do it, that doesn't mean it was wrong. It just means we're just going to move on to something different and make something else positive. So it looks like that's going to do it for our training session right now, and back to you, James.
Killer whales are found in every ocean of the world, but their ocean home faces many threats. Just like us, killer whales need a reliable source of food to stay healthy. Unfortunately, many types of seafood are overfished by people. If you eat seafood, or someone in your family does, you can help protect wild populations of killer whales by choosing to eat sustainable seafood. That way the seafood and the killer whales will still be around for future generations. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. If you have any further questions, myself and the trainers will be around after the show to answer those questions for you. We hope your educational experience today inspires you to celebrate and care for the natural world that we are all a part of. On behalf of all of us here at SeaWorld San Diego, have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day.